All right. Hello, freshmen. I'm coming to you from my home office, so a little bit different today in my location. But we're going to do things a little bit differently today in the way that we're running class. So instead of all of your work being on um, Google Classroom today, we're going to do some activities kind of together here. Um, I know I'm not with you, and I know this isn't like a live Google Meet, but I can still kind of lead you in some activities here via this YouTube video, which is what I'm going to do. So if you haven't already, you should have gotten one sheet of loose leaf paper from the front table, from the handout table in the front of the room. So if you didn't grab one of those, you need to go ahead and do that now. I'll give you like 30 seconds to get up from your seat and go grab a sheet of loose leaf from the front table. So if you need to do that, go ahead and do that right now. While you guys are doing that, if you're still grabbing your sheet of paper, for the next 5 minutes, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set the timer up there in the I guess it's that way, based on the recording. Up there in the top corner of the slide, I'm going to play a 5-minute timer. And during those 5 minutes on your loose leaf sheet of paper, what you're trying to do is write the best 3-sentence summary that you can of the plot of Lamb to the Slaughter. Now, when you're writing that 3-sentence summary, you want to attempt to use as many vocab words as you can from units 1 and 2 of our vocab. So as you're writing that summary, think, okay, what words would make sense with Lamb to the Slaughter that I could use in these 3 sentences where I'm summarizing the plot. Now, it's kind of hard to see a little bit because unfortunately my face is covering it, but on the bottom of the slide here, I gave you guys a list of all the vocab words just so that you could like look up really quickly and see them all and not have to think about it. So you've got the Unit 1 terms: phototropic, phosphorescent, photogenic, lucid, elucidate, translucent, circumspect, prospect, specter, invidious, providential, and improvise. And then you've got the new Unit 2 terms that we've been doing. So you've got provocative, revoke, ineffable, infantile, affable, edict, indict, dictum, enunciate, renounce, pronouncement, and invoke. So you're trying to use as many of those vocab words as you can correctly in your 3-sentence summary of the plot of Lamb to the Slaughter. So I'm going to go ahead and set your 5-minute timer here. So for 5 minutes, we're really focused in the best 3 sentences that you can come up with to summarize the plot, and as many vocab words as possible in that summary. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer while you guys are doing that. Since I'm not in the room, I can't walk around. I'm just going to sit and read here for 5 minutes. And when the 5 minutes are up, I'll come back and we'll move forward here. You guys still have about 3.5 minutes left here to write your summaries. Got about a minute and a half left here, so if you're not done already, try to wrap up your 3 sentences for your summary. About 30 more seconds. All right, that's 5 minutes. So if you're not completely done with your sentences, that's okay. I'm gonna have you guys stop writing for now, and we're gonna move forward. So those sentences you guys just wrote were actually in service to something greater. So here's what you're gonna be doing. This is gonna require that you guys actually interact with each other, which I know it's been a little while since you've actually like talked to each other and done things in class, and we're just like staring at the Chromebook, unfortunately, since I've been sick. But here's what we are gonna do. You're going to have a 10-minute timer again, so double the amount of time that you just had. And as a class, you guys are going to take what you just wrote, your 3-sentence summaries, with your vocab words in them. And you guys have to collaborate. So working together, you're going to try to write the best summary that you can of the plot of Lamb to the Slaughter with as many vocab words used in your summary as you can use. Correctly, of course. You want to make sure that your grammar and your all that stuff is correct. It can't be just thrown in there to throw in there and not make any sense. Now, in order to write this, you're going to have one class representative who's going to go to the long chalkboard. So when you guys are looking at me right now on the screen, the wall to your right with the long chalkboard on it, that class representative randomly chosen from the seating chart, but that class representative is going to go up to the right wall of the classroom on that chalkboard, and as you guys are talking and discussing what you should write, they're going to pick up a piece of chalk and they're going to start writing your guys' summary. So together, they're going to be like your mouthpiece, kind of, right? Because they're the ones writing on the board, but they're there to help foster your guys' discussion and get the best information out of you guys to write the best possible summary that you can of Lamb to the Slaughter. Now, it does not need to be only 3 sentences. Your goal at this point is we got to cover the most important details from the story, and we got to get as many vocab words as we can into the summary. The class, amongst all the English 9 periods, so my period 1 class, my period 3 class, my period 5 class, the class with the best summary is going to end up earning 20 house points. So in reality, there will be 2 classes because I have a pre-AP English classes and I have you guys, my regular English classes. So you guys can earn 20 points potentially added to your house point total. You guys have been doing so well on all of your point earning, turning in your Chromebooks and behaving well. Mr. Holtz is still having a hard time picking the best class, but this is one where you guys can pick up 20 house points just with this one activity. So once you write your best summary on that chalkboard, using your class representative to write it up on the board for you guys, Mr. Hull's gonna word for word, exactly as you guys write it, the same spellings, the same punctuation points. He's going to take what you write on that chalkboard and he's going to send me an email so that I can see this is what this period wrote for their summary with their vocab words in it. Now, your class representatives for period 1, it's going to be Moses. For period 3, it's going to be Sophiat. And for period 5, it's going to be Destiny Gilmore. So those individuals have a big job here, right? And all of you guys have a big job here because this requires that, like we do all the time when we have an in-class discussion, you can't talk over each other, right? You've got to collaborate instead of compete, right? There's no need for you to be pushing your classmates down verbally so that you can get over them and share what you're thinking, right? You're going to have to be strategic about it because you only have 10 minutes, right? If you're all talking over each other and you're confusing Moses and Sophia and Destiny and they can't hear what you're saying because you're all having an argument about what the best thing to write would be, then you're going to have an ineffective 10 minutes here. Just like when we're having our normal discussions, you guys got to listen to each other. We got to be respectful of what your classmates are saying and take their thoughts and words into account here. So yeah, here's what's going to happen. I need Moses or Sophiat or Destiny, whichever period this is, because it's the same video for these 3 periods. That class representative right now, you might want to take your paper with you so you can see what you wrote initially, but go ahead and take a piece of chalk. There should be chalk over there on that chalkboard ledge. And go stand next to the long chalkboard. Everyone else, as soon as I start the timer, you're going to help this person. You're working together. You're going to help them to figure out, okay, what is the best summary that we can write for Lamb to the Slaughter of the Plot with as many vocab words as we can fit. You guys all have your own sentences that you just practiced and wrote, so you should definitely have things to contribute here to this discussion. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to switch slides now. Go to my next slide here. And start the 10 minutes. Okay, it'll be up on the board the whole time. So for 10 minutes, you guys need to talk. You need to come up with the best sentence. That class representative, you need to start writing on that chalkboard to the best of your ability what your classmates are trying to communicate with you, so that we can get your best summary with those vocab words. I'll kind of sit here and hang out for these 10 minutes and kind of remind you how much time you have left. Here we go. Get started. You guys are down to about 8 minutes. Guys, got about 6.5 minutes left. Start asking yourselves, do we have the most important details from the plot? Other people start asking, are there sentences or things that we're writing here that maybe we could add some vocab words into that would make sense? Because we're down to about half time here. Keep thinking about those details. What are some important details we can add? What are some of those vocab words that we might be able to put in the sentences that we have? Check spelling, check grammar, check punctuation. Three and a half minutes left. Got about 2.5 minutes left, guys. What can we add? Where can we make more detail? Where can we fix our grammar and our spelling and our punctuation? What vocab words might fit? Got about 1 minute left. Thirty seconds. Start wrapping up. Make those last second changes here. Whatever's on the board in 10 seconds is what Mr. Hull's going to send me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Chalk down. Chalk down, chalk down. No more writing. Okay. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. I'll see. I'm going to get set the summary here in just a little bit, so we'll see how you guys did, but uh, I'm on the edge of my seat waiting here. Okay. We're going to move forward. So like I said, Mr. Hull's going to email me the summary word for word, meaning exactly as you guys have it written. So all the punctuation, all the spelling, everything the way you have it written, that's what he's going to send me. So you guys will know on Monday, because I am returning on Monday. So I did get my test results this morning, actually, early afternoon, but they were not what I wanted to hear. So I have to stay in quarantine until Monday. But I will be back with you guys on Monday, and you'll find out all the points that you've won. So far, I'd say you at least have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. You at least have 45 points that are going to be added to your total every single class period, because so far your Chromebooks have always been put away correctly, and I split up those other points because you guys behaved the way that you were supposed to. But I will say, I think I got like 120 some submissions on those secret questions yesterday on your guys' assignments. So we'll see. Exciting. It could be a lot of extra points that you guys are going to earn from those secret questions. I got to tabulate that today and find out what you guys earned. There's going to be a lot. So anyways, for the rest of the period here, here's what you guys are going to do. I still need a lot of you guys to finish playing catch up on your Google Classroom assignments. So I've got a lot of people who still need to finish Wednesday and Thursday's assignments. I don't think I have very many of you guys who aren't done with Tuesday yet, but Wednesday, Thursday primarily, those vocab assignments, I still have people missing that need to get those done. If you are finished, you're on the ball, you did all the things you were supposed to do, you've got some activities in the front of the room where I usually put the activities. I've asked Mr. Dorman to put them on the floor in front of the projector, so right underneath me. You're welcome to work on any of those activities printed in the front of the classroom for the remaining time in the class period if you don't want to work on anything else, or you can finish assignments for another class. So you've got some options here for the rest of the time. If you need to get your Chromebook to work on Google Classroom assignments, as soon as this video is over, Mr. Hull's going to let you guys get up and go get the Chromebooks and do all that stuff. And those loose leaf sheets of paper, if you guys want to keep them, you can keep them in your vocab section of your binder. If not, you can recycle them in the recycle bin on the way out the door today. Okay? I'm really excited to come back on Monday. I'm so tired of being locked in my house, and I miss seeing you guys. So enjoy your weekend. Hopefully it's a good one. Maybe go to the Ritter game tonight. It's usually a pretty fun game to be at. But I'll see you guys on Monday. Okay? Bye, guys.